that actually blocks people from making a lot of money is that they are jealous, right? Jealous is actually one of the things that blocks a lot of people from making money. And you know what? A lot of people, they don't get it. They don't get to understand it. Why? Because they're like, ah, no, what is it about jealous and stuff, right? Jealous is that thing of say, okay, I know this guy is making it, and you actually hate him for making it. No, you know, when you are jealous, you actually okay say, okay, I wish this guy was a failure. I wish that this guy didn't make it, right? But you know what? The thing is simple, right? When you feel that way towards someone, it's just because that person is doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, but you're not willing to put in the work. They are willing to put in the work. When someone is willing to put in the work and they go out there and they put in the work, they work hard, they strategize, they read the books, they watch the podcast, they do everything, right? They are gonna succeed. As opposed to you who is sitting there wishing that, you know, one day God will just come and give you a bag of money, or one day the universe is just gonna be like, okay, our son, no, you have been faithful, you have been sleeping, now we're gonna give you money. No, the universe and God don't do those things, right? No, God will do that. And you know what? Waste for the Christian God. The Christian God said, no, if you don't work, you shall not eat. Is in there. Paul talks about it in Corinthians, right? And the Bible is inspired by God, right? So what am I saying, right? If you feel a form of jealous, this guy is making it, this guy is doing this, and you feel jealous towards that person, right? It's just because you also should be doing the same things, or you also should be working hard and going after the things that you're going after. But then you choose not to go after those things, and you end up being broke, right? So what are you supposed to do, right? I want you to start reading the books. I want you to start watching the podcast. I want you to go out there. I want you to write the things that you want in life, right? At least that's the first step. Do that. Write everything. Go and download the pictures of the things that you want. Go on Instagram. Take screenshots, right? Crop them, right? Put the things that you want. Take some those pictures and go and print them, right? When you print them, I want you to look for the house that you want, the cars. If you want 5 cars, print the whole of 5 cars, right? There's a reason why you desire for those things in your heart, right? There's a reason why someone doesn't desire for Range Rover, someone doesn't desire for G-Wag, someone doesn't desire for a Lamborghini or a Bugatti or a Jacobs and Co watch that is $1 million, right? There's a reason why they don't desire it, and you desire those things. So when you desire the finer things of life, I want you to go out there and you start to look for the things that you want, print them, right? Because it's not exactly those things that you want, but it's just a signal that tells you that, you know, you are gonna achieve these things, you are gonna have those things, right? So when you put in the work, because you know, desire is only desire, but it's not the manifestation of those things. So if you are desiring something, right, the only way those things are going to manifest is by doing the mid work. You wanna do the work. You want to put in the effort. You want to strategize, right? So at least knowing what you want is the first step. Then the second step is doing what you have to do to get it, right? So if you want to become a CEO, if you want to be like an entrepreneur, be like Elon Musk, be like what? You are now going to strategize. How am I going to solve people? How am I going to solve problems for people? If you solve problems for people, you're going to make money. But you know what? You should now know the one thing, right? If you want a car, a house, and just enough money to send your kids to a good school, right? You should have a plan for that. If you want 5 cars, 10 houses, and a private jet, you should have a plan for doing that, right? So the plans, they differ, right? So I'm not gonna give you one plan. I'm not going to say do YouTube automation. I'm not going to say do no faceless channels. I'm not going to say do trading. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say, okay, what do you think? What do you think you should be doing? Go out there, sit down with yourself. The moment you're sitting down with yourself, thinking of the things that you want, right? For some reason, God is so faithful that He will start to give you the ideas of the things that you are supposed to do, right? If you don't get that, right, take a book, take a journal, right? Start writing, right, the ideas, the top 10 ideas that trigger you, the things that influence you, the things that bring you joy, the passions. What are your passions? What are your talents? What are your gifts, right? What is it that gives you happiness, right? What is the one thing or the top 10 things that you would want to do in your life, right? But for some reason, right, the desire that you have in your heart, right, and the passions that you have, right, they align. They align. For some reason, they align. The amount of money that you want to make and the desire that you have in your life, the passions that you have, they align, right? So let me give you an example. If I'm gonna make a lot of money by being someone who is a coach, a personal coach, or someone who is a strategist, right? I make a lot of money doing something that I love, right? And I make a lot of money that is equivalent to that, right? So let me give you another example. Cristiano Ronaldo, right? He has a desire to become the best of the best, right? That's the desire, right? But he wants to become the best of the best in which field, right? He wants to do that in the soccer field, right? So he's playing football, he's playing soccer, right? And he wants to become the best. Then there's also that desire to become the best in that field, right? And you know what? He ends up accumulating a lot of money, by the way. So you have to be strategic. You have to know. You have to know exactly what you want. What is your goal? Maybe what is your goal? And the one thing that you wanna do. The first, like rank them into like 1 to 10, right? I want to do this. I wanna do this. I want to do this, right? So then when you have chosen those 3 things or 10 things, right, then you look for ways in which you can make money or you can achieve your dream, but you achieve it not alone but with other people. All right. So let's say I want to make a lot of money. What do I say? I say, okay, let me look for everyone out there who also want to make a lot of money. Who also want to, and you know, you're watching the videos, I'm saying, okay, guys, let's do this, guys, let's do that, guys, let's do that, guys, let's do that. Why? Because now I'm also gaining a lot of people who wants to make a lot of money. We help each other, we grow as a team. When we are getting elevated, you also get to elevate someone, we make a lot of money together, right? Do you get it, right? So that's the same thing. So you don't want to be the type of guy who is jealous of the next person. But the moment you start to become jealous of the next person, right, you are not going to ask the questions, how are you doing it? But that's one question that is important. How are you doing it, right? Can you teach me? So if you are not willing to if you are jealous, right, you're not gonna be going to that person and you sit down under them and say, okay, can you teach me how you did it, right? You wanna be excited for other people, right? You wanna be say, okay, I wanna do this, right? But I wanna go there and I wanna learn, right? So that means you are not jealous of them, right? You wanna be able to also appreciate some people's wins, right? If they're winning, be there and say, okay, congratulations, guys. You keep doing it, right? Congratulations. But the moment you're just full of jealous, why is this person are succeeding and I'm not succeeding? Go there, sit below them, and say, okay, I know I'm trying to do this and this and this. What should I do? What should I implement? What tactics should I use? What strategies are you using to make it? Then they will tell you what they are doing. Or even if you are not going to get direct to them, right? But now at least start to study them. Because you are only going to study someone who you like, not someone you're jealous of, right? You're gonna find, okay, how are they doing this, right? If you're gonna find, oh, this guy has been successful in this field, okay, this guy has been successful in this field, they've done this, they've done that. You only get to study the things that you really want to study. So with that, guys, I say don't be jealous. Jealous will mess you up. Jealous will block a lot of things from coming you, because jealous is something that is just toxic. It's just negative energy, and you don't want negative energy on your way to make money, right? So with that, guys, cheers, I'm out.